Hello again, and welcome to another installment of our online children's message. My name is Pierce Fetters, and I head up the family ministries at the Chicago Temple, and it is so good to have you with me for another installment of our online children's moment. I hope you all had a wonderful week, and it was so good seeing many of you last week during Sunday school. And for today's lesson, we're going to be talking about a passage from Luke chapter 6, verses 17 to 26. Now, the title for this lesson is Be Happy. And I want us to think about something for a second. Is it sometimes hard to feel happy? What kind of things make you unhappy or make you sad? And if you're feeling that way of unhappy, angry, or sad, what makes you happy again? Well, today in our lesson, we're going to talk about something that you can always remember when you are feeling that way. And it might not always make you feel happy right away, but it should bring you some comfort. You see, this comes after the story we heard about last week where Jesus talked to Simon, James, and John and asked them to come with him to become fishers of people. After those three, he chose 9 more men and had a total of 12 disciples who stayed with him day after day, month after month, and year after year. Now, at this time, more and more people were hearing about Jesus and all that Jesus was doing. And so he couldn't go anywhere, like we saw last week, without a crowd coming around him. Well, there's one special message he had where Jesus went up on a mountain, where he prayed all night. And when he came down from the mountain, he found a large piece of flat land and began to preach to a crowd. And the crowd came from all over the countryside and got bigger and bigger and bigger because they wanted to hear Jesus teach. And they were hoping, those that were sick, that Jesus might heal them. We call this message the Sermon on the Mount, and it's quite long, but we're going to look at a little portion today. He said this: if you're poor, be happy, because all that is God's is yours. If you are hungry, be happy, because you will have all you need to be full. If you are sad and crying, be happy, because you will laugh. If people make fun of you because you follow me, be happy and jump for joy, because you have a great prize waiting for you in heaven. You see, Jesus continued to teach this crowd for a long time that day. And his words made people think about God and God's love for them. We still think about these words and what they mean for us today, and next week we're going to look at more of this sermon. But I want to remind us of something. These words are important and can bring us a lot of comfort, because what they actually remind us of is that God is always with us to lift us up and to strengthen us. So like I said, it's not like we're going to instantly feel better if we're sad, or we're going to instantly have all our problems solved. But we recognize that in Christianity, we've set up a support system within the church, within our friends, within the pastors and the workers, so that when we're feeling these things, we can not only pray, but we can talk to others. And that can be important. Just remembering we have that support system can help us to find some strength in those times that are difficult. And sometimes, we might have to go to talk to someone else, like a doctor, because there are some things doctors can help us with too. But these are all systems and structures that are present around us. And especially the ones that we can find at our church, I encourage you all to reach out and to find some of them. Talk to someone, pray when you're feeling these ways. Because Jesus has said that God will give us all that we need. And that can come in a lot of different forms. But for me, oftentimes that reminder, that comfort of remembering that God is there and is sufficient for all our needs, helps to remind me that the bad times tend to pass. And that we can see good times might be on the horizon. So that's my encouragement for us this week, that we would think about in those moments when we're feeling sad or unhappy, how God walks alongside us and comforts us, and we know those promises to be true because of the sermons taught by Jesus and the lessons he showed us while he was on this earth. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. And before we go, let me pray. God of hope, God of love, God of comfort, we thank you that you have told us that you will provide for us no matter what. And we know sometimes that your help may seem far away or that our hurts may feel too deep. So please put people in our lives, put wise decision making in our heads so that we will seek out those who might be able to help us, knowing that you are the one who is providing and guiding for us along the way. We thank you and praise you, and we ask all of these things in your Son's holy name. Amen. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I hope I see many of you at Sunday school. Have a good one. Bye.